Hi, and thanks for joining us on 3 Minutes with the Author. I'm your host, Shail Rajan, and I'll be bringing you the latest in author interviews and book news. Joining me today is Kelly Elizabeth Huston to talk to us about her newest release, SEE SADIE JANE RUN, which released today. Kelly,
Okay.
welcome to the show. Let's jump right in. What would you like readers to know about you and your writing style?
I write in the what is called the women's fiction lane, I would say. But I do straddle a lot of genres, I think. And so I'd like to say I write funny love stories that have the occasional dead body. So not always, sometimes.
Okay. Well, tell us about your new release, SEE SADIE JANE RUN.
SEE SADIE JANE RUN is book 4 in my Found Families series, which is a series of standalone stories that are interconnected. They all happen in the same universe. There's a character in 1 that's in 2, 2 that's in 3, 3 that's in 4, and so
Okay.
on. So, but they can be read completely as standalone stories. And this particular one is about a PhD geotechnical engineer who wants to do some good with a patent pending, but she's gotten herself tied to a large energy company. And in trying to cut those ties, gets involved in some corporate espionage
Okay.
shenanigans. And then it goes awry, and she runs home to where she grew up, but escaped from, and more shenanigans ensue.
That is a fantastic teaser for this book. It's making me want to read it. So
Oh, good.
that's fantastic. Well, tell us about some of the other books that you've written.
I started in the traditional space. I got an agent. So after 2 years with her, we amicably split our ways. And after I picked myself up off the floor and dusted myself off, I decided that I was going to figure out how to do it on my own. And steep learning curve. I'm always learning, but I was eager to get read. That turns out to be that was my goal. Was to get read, and now that's happening, and it's fantastic.
Yep. I am I'm a firm believer in going indie. I'm an indie published author myself. And
Okay.
I love the learning actually. It's so much fun. Something
It is.
constantly new to learn.
Yes.
Where can readers find your books online?
I am currently, the first 3 books are in KU,
Mhm.
but you can also buy my paperbacks at Barnes and Noble or Books a Million or your local indie store.
Well, I'm not going to give you any breathing room after your new release. Are you working on something next?
I am. I have my next book is also it's written, and then I'll go through an editorial process. The next book, which is called "The Importance of Extracurriculars and Other Assumptions," and it takes place in a fictional Southern Ivy in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and is that going to be part of this interconnected series?
It is. There is a character from Sadie that
I love that.
shows up in this one too. Yes.
I
So
love
yeah.
that. Well, what's your favorite thing about being an author?
Um, there's nothing like having a stranger reach out to you and say, "Your book made me laugh so hard I peed my pants." So it's just been fantastic. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, well, that is actually it for us. A huge thank you to my guest, Kelly Elizabeth Huston, whose release SEE SADIE JANE RUN is officially now available. I'm your host, Shail Rajan. Thank you so much for joining us on 3 Minutes with the Author. Stay tuned for information on where to find books by my guest, see who will be joining us next, and to watch all the latest episodes. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you. Bye.